Behold the big red box of mystery. This has been a very long time coming. This was ordered back in April of last year, and I have been extremely patiently waiting for it. My son less so. He doesn't actually know it's appeared yet, so I'm going to spring this on him when I next see him. But I thought I would record this for you now whilst I have a moment, and set it so it doesn't appear anywhere he can see it for a little while. So this is not something I normally indulge in. This is from AutoKing, and I don't know anything about them. I don't think anyone particularly does. There may well be good reason for that, as you'll see shortly, but let me get into this and I'll show you what this is. It's very well packed for starters. I'll certainly give that to them. It's got a nice foam buffer on the top there. And basically what this is, and there is actually more than one instruction in there, but it's translated from the Chinese basically. But this is a helmet, and as you will see, it's not just any helmet. It is in fact an Iron Man helmet, except that they don't ever actually call it that. People who are selling it do loosely describe it as that. But I think they're being quite clever about it, because they don't want to get clobbered by Disney / Marvel for this, and so they don't actually ever, from the looks of it that I've seen thus far, call it an Iron Man helmet, which is a smart move on their part, it has to be said. It's got a little remote control that it comes with, and I'll show you that in a moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unbox it now, but I'm also going to then pause, because I'm going to need to get some batteries for it, I think. But I haven't actually taken it out thus far, so it should in theory be a good enough size for both myself and my son's heads, which is of relevance, because you just don't know. We do have quite big noggins, bless us. Genetics. And apparently this has been delayed for quite a while, because there was ridiculous amounts of demand for it, and of course COVID kind of messed up production and everything else. Wow, okay. And I think they also sort of reworked some elements of it. I was slightly worried when I first felt the box, because it was surprisingly light, but actually it still feels pretty tough. So there you go, that's that. So she's very shiny. That back piece is, that might be adjustable actually. I don't know if you can see that very well. There's a lot of electronics on the inside there, and the first thing I'm going to need to do is figure out exactly where I need to put the batteries. I think I might have located it actually, quite possibly. Right, I'm going to pause it there for a second. It looks like this back bit isn't intentionally coming off, I hope. I'm just going to see if I can sort out the batteries for you and see if it actually works, because I don't want to present it to my son in a not working state, as he doesn't know it's imminent. So just bear with me, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I managed to get 4 AA batteries, which aren't included, and you also need a AAA battery for the remote control. But I've got all that in, and as you can see, it works rather nicely. Except that I think it listens not brilliantly well, because you're supposed to say something like close helmet. See, and then the eyes light up as well. That's very cool. I'm going to use the remote control now, so it doesn't mishear me. So that's combat mode. Eyes turn red. Back to white. I can then do this to open, and close down again to do that. Now, I haven't tried to get this on my head much, because I think there's There's a back piece you can take off to get more access, but my Duke might have an extremely large head. My son will be able to get into this. I'm not sure I can, but I am ridiculously large-headed. Yeah, that was Jarvis saying hello, which is the first thing you can do to sort of wake the helmet up. So if I say start system, start system. I don't think I'm helping because I'm outside the helmet. I imagine if you're in it, it works better. So that's open. I think that's open all the way. And that's shut. So you can see it's a very, very positive action. I mean, it properly means it when it does it. There's no hanging around. And that's sound effects. So I should be able to say start combat mode. Start combat mode. Yeah, so I think you need to be in it for the voice commands to work properly. But in theory, it can do both. Enjoy yourself, sir. Ah, now that's it. That's him. That's it shutting down. That's what Jarvis says when you tell it to shut down. So I think what's happening is it's picking up on a few things as I say them, but not everything. Okay. Oh, that's right. So if I do this, clever, isn't it? So you just need to touch near, and it'll immediately shoot up. I'm going to try and do something extremely ridiculous and actually try and get this on my head, and then see what it does. It does say actually the back cover should be removed before wearing the helmet. Wear it and then install the back cover. Okay, so I'm right then. All right, let me try this, and you'll get a better idea of it. Hang on. Oh well, I did I did try, but even with this off, I cannot get myself into that helmet. My head is just too much. It'd be fine for a child. It'd be fine for anyone with a normal sized head, but for me, it ain't gonna happen. Close helmet. So I mean, I think it says it's 60 centimeters circumference head. You should be able to get in there, and it's close, but I can't get it on enough for it to shut, and I don't want to mess it up for my son, so I'm not going to play around with it anymore, trying to get it done. But yeah, very, very impressive opening and shutting mechanism. I'm just going to pop the back on for you so that you can have a look. It works with there's a sort of magnet clip-on at the back, so it's very easy just to knock it off. It's not going to get no one's going to get stuck in there because there isn't even a latch. It's just there's just a magnet at the back of it. It's a little bit excitable when I get anywhere near the earpieces because that's what triggers the visor. I'll just show you all the way around. So as you can see, I mean that is, it's a big old substantial thing. It feels solid. It's good. I'm not afraid about any of it caving in at all. They've obviously given some serious thought to this, and I think as long as you have a relatively small head, you're going to be absolutely fine with it. It's just unfortunate that I've got a massive noggin and I can't get myself in there properly. But it'll be absolutely fine for my son. It is picking up on things that I say completely randomly at times, which I guess is a bit of an issue. It may be that you can actually switch off the voice receiver. I'm not sure. Yes, hello Jarvis. But it's yeah, I mean it's really impressive. I mean it's taken forever to come. It ain't cheap. And do beware, you will get scalped on eBay for it. I've seen this price well over what I paid for it, albeit obviously I had to wait. But I think it was worth the wait, and I think my son's going to really like this. So I'm going to spring this on him when I next see him. He has been very patient, in fairness. He hasn't actually nagged me anywhere near as much as I thought he might have done, in fairness to him. So yeah, fair dues. So let me just see if I can use the remote control to shut it down now. or it could just hear what it said and shut itself down. There you go. It's got there's a little control button just there, so that'll silence it, so now it won't react to anything at all. But yeah, I mean, I thought that was, you know, it's an impressive beast. I think there is another mask you can get, but it's not quite as impressive as this one in terms of the sort of the automation factor. But it's yeah, it's an impressive piece of kit. It really is. So how long it'll remain in the wild for, I couldn't tell you, but it's been around for a little while now. So all being well, some other people will be able to get it in and enjoy it before anyone sits on them from a great height. But so yeah, so I'm going to check with the store that I got it from to see if they're okay with me putting a link in the description, and obviously if they are, there will be one, and if they're not, then there won't be one. But yeah, so fingers crossed it won't die in 5 seconds flat. But there you have it. So I hope that's been of use to you. If you see this in another video somewhere and you're thinking of getting one in the UK, then obviously this may be of help to you, and you can always contact me direct, I guess, if you want me to pass on details. But this was literally out of stock for about 11 months, so I can't guarantee that it'll be accessible for any length of time whatsoever. I just can't say that to you, obviously. It's not something within my control. But maybe worth keeping an eye out open in sort of Chinese sites, that sort of thing, you know, just see if you can source it from somewhere else if you've got deep pockets. But I just played the long game. So so I hope that's been of use to you. As I say, the batteries just go in. There's a little liner in the back, and the batteries slot in a little battery box in the back of the liner. So that's where that is if you're hunting for it. But in fairness, the instructions are quite clear about where the things live. So there isn't actually any great difficulty locating it. The voice commands, I don't know. I mean, not having worn it properly, I don't know how good the voice commands really are. And you know, you might be better off trying them in Chinese if you could learn the Chinese equivalent. I don't know. That might make it easier for it. But it obviously speaks in English. So you know, there you go. Excellent. Right, good. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I will return to more normal fare for my next collectibles videos. So cheers for now.